10 toes, I'm on thin ice, stay touching right. I stay outside, shawty ain't my life till I say forget the price. Watch me go and change her mood, change her tone, I temperature. Watch me go and change her mind. Whoa, whoa, thin ice, true. I'll stay 10 toes down for you. Every conversation is a figure eight. Give the cold shoulder, I'm a skate. He's a hoe, he's a slut, he's a freak. Swear I got a girl that I'm hiding. Something else, so I know it's real. It's only smoke when girls are near. My top eyes on you with different faces. And I hear a knock and you say it. Now you wanna make up, huh? Trench coat with just makeup on. Caked up, you don't need none now. We said things that we didn't mean. I find out you love like me. I'll still hold you down, 10 toes, I'm on thin ice, stay touching right. I stay outside, shawty ain't my life till I say forget the price. Watch me go and change her mind, change her tone, I temperature. Watch me go and change her mind. Whoa, whoa, thin ice, true. I'll stay 10 toes down for you. Who do you love is far from a riddle. Kill the noise, ain't nobody in the middle. Never been good on my tongue. Love me, hate me, leave me achy, yeah. Lingerie or PJs. How can I steal? You wanna make up, huh? Trench coat with just makeup on. Caked up, you don't need none now. We said things that we didn't mean. I put out you love like me. I'll still hold you down, 10 toes, I'm on thin ice, stay touching right. I stay outside, shawty ain't my life till I say forget the price. Watch me go and change her mind, change her tone, I temperature. Watch me go and change her mind. Whoa, whoa, thin ice, true. I'll stay 10 toes down for you.
Straight up doing digits.
Girl, you took my love for granted. Had to wrap my heart in bandages. I gave you every advantage. All you left me with is damages. It's like no matter what I do, you treat me like I never done nothing for you. You said you'd rather die, but that just wasn't true. Love isn't fair, but I don't make the rules. That ain't no excuse, but I gotta choose. I choose me every day of the week, and twice on the weekends. I choose me every day of the week, and twice on the weekends.
At the point I had to leave you alone. Thought I could do better on my own. Cause I've been in my bag, I'm in my zone. But I just end up searching for your clone. Thinking about you living in my home. But every time we talking on the phone, I don't feel the vibe, don't like the tone.
I get why you wanna blame me. Point your finger and ignore your heart. But that ain't what makes me angry. It's the fact that you still own my heart. It's like no matter what I do, no matter who I meet, they don't compare to you. You said you'd rather die, but that just wasn't true. I know love isn't fair, but I don't make the rules. That ain't no excuse, but I gotta choose. I choose me every day of the week, and twice on the weekends. I choose me every day of the week, and twice on the weekends.
Yo, what's good? CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. I see Palafox in the chat shop, 805U, Rare Breed, Casey Family. and a couple people on YouTube. I can't see who you are on YouTube, so if you want to shout out, make sure you drop something in the chat. But thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. If you can hear the sound of my voice, my name is the Holy Lord Sanctus, God of the Coast, your host on the only radio station playing 805 hip hop and R&B every Monday through Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Pacific time. My bad. Pretty much everywhere you can find the internet. We're the only radio station committed to the coast because we put the coast in West Coast. I see Black Truffle TV in the building. He says, yeah, quiz. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. I'm going to be bringing my co-host, Big Mike. I don't think Uno can make it tonight. He might pop in. I'm not sure, but I don't think he's going to be here tonight. So me and Big Mike going to chop it up and hold it down for him until he gets back. But a lot to talk about tonight. The streets have been busy. So, of course, we're going to review your music. If you're an artist in the chat and you want us to review your song, it's $5, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. All that information is scrolling along the bottom of the screen right here. Make sure you send us a YouTube link. We'll be happy to play that for you. We're going to definitely talk about 805 and hip-hop news, culture. We're going to play some music. I'm going to get into that in just a minute. Couple announcements. Don't forget May 10th. Let me find it. I am going to be doing my first instrumental gig, y'all. I mean, I don't know if I told y'all I'm a producer as well. I don't lean into the producer side as much as I used to, but I am a producer. Bobby No Style, shout out to Bobby No Style. He hit me up and he said, yo, man, can you come do like a DJ instrumental set in Santa Maria? And I was like, yeah, man, I'm down. Let's hold on, let me see. There we go. I say, yeah, man, I'm down, no problem. And so he sent me the flyer, and here it is. Shout out to Bobby No Style, man. One of the only DJs using all vinyl still. That shit is not easy. It's called Beats and Crates. It's going down May 10th in Santa Maria at Harmony Haven. Me, DJ Kuyagi, ABG, Boo Boo Lee, Willie Greens, and of course, Bobby No Style will be live in the mix. It's gonna be a vibe. Pull up. I think it's free. You're not gonna want to miss it though. Come through. Casey family. Rare Breed said lots of shows coming up. Hell yeah. Which bitch in the chat? What's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. She said, oh cool. At Willie Greens, getting a Rare Breed shout out. But yeah, y'all definitely come check that out. Also, May 10th, y'all. We will be live in Oxnard at Copper Blues. Let me see if I can pull up that flyer. 1 second. Actually, I don't even gotta pull up the flyer. We can just go to the link in our bio. That's what it's there for, right? So May 31st, the year was experienced at Copper Blues. Marquee, Uno, OG David James, Connect the Coast. It's going to be a vibe. You're not going to want to miss that. Tickets are $10. You can go ahead and tap the link on our Instagram bio and tap that calendar date that says May 31st right there. Get yourself tickets, pre-sale tickets, because I believe the price goes up when they're at the door. Ventura Thai, what's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. But that's May 31st. Come see some of the dope artists in the 805 in Oxnard at Copper Blues. You're not going to want to miss that. And of course, our album Kush GPT is out right now. Make sure you check that album out on all streaming platforms. You guys have been streaming it this week, and I'm seeing the numbers go up. I really, really appreciate you guys doing that. But we can always use more streams. So if you haven't added Kush GPT to your libraries and playlists on Apple Music, Spotify, or wherever you stream music, please make sure you go do that. It's the most 805 album of the year. It has all your favorite 805 artists on it. Not all of them, but most of them, you know what I'm saying? And when you stream that album, it helps us be able to do more albums like it in the future. So go check it out. DJ Brother C in the chat, thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. He says, hey, yo, I'm back. I'm here for this week, then out again. Let's link up. For sure, I'll hit you. Yeah, I thought you was gone for 2 weeks consecutive. That's good to know. But cheers to everybody that has streamed the album and added the album. To take a sip for y'all because I really appreciate y'all. Lastly, don't forget to visit our website and become a member. That's connxct.club. We have merch like this beautiful pink merch I'm wearing right now. We got pink flags, hats, yellow, green, blue. Pink's not the only color. We got every color of the rainbow that you want. Go get it. You know what I'm saying? I know some people don't like to wear red, some people don't like to wear blue, so we got it all for you over there. Connect.club. Become a member, get yourself a discount, and that's the best way to help us grow this channel. Cool. I'm gonna play a song or two, and then we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna bring my brother Big Mike up and Mr. Shit Talking. It says I Choose Me. Connect the Coast, featuring Lord Sanctus, CBC Radio, the only radio station connected to the coast.
Straight up doing digits. Girl, you took my love for granted. Had to wrap my heart in bandages. I gave you every advantage. All you left me with is damages. It's like no matter what I do, you treat me like I never done nothing for you. You said you'd ride or die, but that just wasn't true. I know love isn't fair, but I don't make the rules. That ain't no excuse, but I gotta show. I choose me every day of the week, and twice on the weekends. I choose me every day of the week, and twice on the weekends.
At the point I had to leave you alone. Thought I could do better on my own. Cause I've been in my bag, I'm in my zone. But I just end up searching for your clone. Thinking about you living in my home. Every time we talking on the phone, I don't feel the vibe, I like the tone.
I get why you wanna play me. Point your finger and ignore your heart. That ain't what makes me angry. It's the fact that you still own my heart. It's like no matter what I do, no matter who I meet, they don't compare to you. You said you'd ride or die, but that just wasn't true. I know love isn't fair, but I don't make the rules. That ain't no excuse, but I gotta choose. I choose me every day of the week, and twice on the weekends. I choose me every day of the week, and twice on the weekends.
Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. That's Connect the Coast, featuring Lord Sanctus. It's called I Choose Me, available now on all streaming platforms. If you like it, add it to your libraries and playlists. And I got my guy in the building, Big Mike the Monster. What's poppin'?
What's up, big old deal? You're fucking right. I'm back.
Hey,
I love Mondays on my mama. You see, I done started clipping the little promotions too. My niggas from out the way said, man, your homie got a professional setup. We see you, fat boy. I'm saying, yeah, it's my nigga show. He brought me on there.
Hey, no, I definitely appreciate that, man. I definitely appreciate that. DJ the Prince, thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. How was your weekend, man?
Kicking back, getting ready for baby girl's 11th birthday, bro. You know, my back got a Taurus baby. It's Taurus season, man. You know, getting ready for her birthday. Kicked on back. Hey. Looked at the wacky world of the hip hop culture. You know, so there's a lot to talk about.
A lot to talk about. Lot to talk about, man. Well, I don't want to wait too long to get into that. Quarter Blossom, what's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. There is just a couple things I want to get into that I forgot to do in the beginning. One, a lot of people have been reaching out actually to say, like, how can I get on the show? How can I get interviewed? How can I get my music reviewed? And the best thing I could tell y'all, man, is hop in the chat. You know what I'm saying? You can pay $5 to get your music reviewed, of course. But I mean, if you want to get interviewed and shit, like, you got to be a part of the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you join in the chat. This is not necessarily pay for play with everything over here. Like, we're definitely trying to build something, trying to build a scene. So if you want us to, like, bring you on channel, bring you on stream, that's not a no, but you got to be a part of the movement. You know what I'm saying? So but shout out to everybody reaching out. I just want everybody to know, you know, don't just reach out and not show up when you need your don't only just show up when you need your music promoted. You feel what I'm saying? Stay in the chat, support everybody else. That's how we grow as the scene. Night Out, what's good? Thank you for joining. Can't Stop This Pie Ruin. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream. Please share the stream.
The members that started showing up, huh?
That part. And then the one thing I wanted to go over before we start talking about what's going on is we have a brand new CTC radio chart. A lot of movement, which I'm very, very happy to see. Actually, should I do? Yeah, let's do this one. Sorry. No, definitely not that. Creature Commandos. That's funny. All right. Yeah, brand new chart. Yeah, that shit was fire. Available right now. Shout out to all the artists that made the top 10. Every week we put out the top 10 songs in the 805. King, thanks for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Quarter Blossom says, thanks for putting 805 music on. Hope to see more 805 artists recognized in the music scene. That's what we hope too, man. The best way for that to happen is for you to keep coming in the chat and popping up every day and sharing the stream. Share the link with your people. That helps. Shout out to 3BK Rue. He's number 1. I think he's almost going on 10 weeks in a row. I think next week makes 10 weeks. Number 1, which is nuts. So shout out to 3BK Rue, a prominent records artist. Trophy Kid in at number 2, another prominent records artist. Both of them having just over 4 days of watch time combined, which is really dope. Number 3, Big Time Bake, making a huge move with Show Off, putting Ox. I mean, he got Oxnard on his shoulders right now. I'd say he has the whole 805 on his shoulders right now.
I agree.
That's a huge jump. I think he was in at like number 5 or 6 last week. So in at number 3, which is dope. Connect the Coast in at number 4 with Rerun. Love to see it. ICL Gutierrez in at number 5 with All Gas No Breaks. The name Uno in at number 6 with Sin. Black 05 in with at number 7 with Range Rover. They're up 1 spot from number 8, which is dope. DG up 2 spots, I think, from number 10 with Higher. So he's making a move. Enzyme back in the top 10 with the setup, and Dio Kane back in the top 10 with Notice Me, being the only artist from Newbury Park. So shout out to all of the artists in the top 10 CTC radio charts. You can visit our website, connect.club, and actually tap the link and mess with the interactive chart if you want to get more behind the scenes. Bobby No Style, what's good, man? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. All right, let's get into it, man. Like, where you want to start? It's a lot. Should we start with Kevin Gates and LeBron James?
Or Shannon Sharp, sexual lawsuit from the same lawyer that tried to sue Jay-Z. Or
I saw that. Yo, I'm a little burnt on the Tony
Busby. Yeah.
He's ridiculous.
The beginning of the SZA and Kendrick tour.
Saw that too. I definitely think we should save that.
And then, or one more thing, Kanye.
We definitely gonna talk about that for sure.
You started off, man. I'm gonna follow your lead, man. What you want to holler about?
Let's start with Kevin Gates and LeBron. So if you are not familiar with Kevin Gates, he's like, he's a pretty popular rapper out here. becoming a, influencer type. He's becoming like the next generation Boosie type. Like everything he says goes viral because he says wild shit. And apparently he was having a conversation with some of his friends about what if he had LeBron money. And I'm gonna play what he said just so I don't get any of his words wrong. Let me know if you guys can hear this, and then we'll talk about it after.
This how the conversation came up. We were just looking at like couples and people in the league. And we was talking about how LeBron do the little handshake with Savannah.
Right.
And then I was like, maybe I notice shit that people don't notice. But I'm like, they was like talking about what if you had LeBron money? I'm like, man, he one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
Right.
But I wouldn't want to trade places with him. And they was like, why not? Why you wouldn't want to play with him? I say, because I don't like the way Savannah look at LeBron. I like the way them white women look at LeBron. When soon as he walk out there, they just be like, oh. This how the conversation came up. We were just looking at.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
My bad. So that's the gist of what he said right there. That's Kevin Gates on how he feels about LeBron's wife and how she
Savannah
looks at him,
James.
Savannah James. So what? First of all, let me ask you this: as someone who doesn't watch very much sports, is his assessment accurate? Like, would you say that's how she looks at him? Would you say you feel the same way?
No, bro. Savannah is a stand-up. You in the history of NBA players being in controversial things with their wives or how they go out, Savannah James is held at a higher standard, right? She is there. She got a husband that it's a LeBron era. He's going to go down in history as one of the greatest basketball players ever. He's in the conversation. Is he better than Michael Jordan? She's there for her man. Then she got a son that's in the NBA now, and she got another son that just man, she got a lot going on. What she's supposed to be smiling all the time? She's all business, man. And she's very respectful. She always looking good. And he picked and choose a situation of how she's just, still face at these games on the sideline. It just looks like a lot. But I've always seen Savannah like in a loving way. Now, my take on it is, once again, Kevin Gates has, with a new album out, has chosen to say some controversial things to put himself in the limelight, which he did just a couple weeks ago with Rennie Rucci. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And once again, Kevin Gates knows what to say, like you said, Bootsy, right? But Savannah and James clacked back at him. You know what I'm saying? Did you see that part?
I did see that. So LeBron James, I think he said on X, or formerly known as Twitter, kings don't concern themselves with the actions of opinions of peasants. I think he said. DG and Ashley 21 and Steph Murray 75. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. I think calling somebody a peasant is a little extra when you're seen as. I mean, ultimately, Kevin Gates was coming at it from a fan standpoint. I get that he was talking about your wife, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, I think, like, if I'm LeBron James' brand manager, I'm gonna tell him, even though you're defending your wife, it looks like if you call one fan a peasant, you'll call any fan a peasant. You know what I'm saying?
It goes under the point. When you were a king, right? Anything under you was what?
A peasant.
Or
a subject.
He's LeBron King James. That's his nickname in the NBA. So that's how
I get it.
I understand what you're saying, but I also took it as he's the king, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
But I think that makes it look worse. You feel what I'm saying? Personally, I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's the one thing that'll set. I mean, I don't even believe in like gender roles in that specific way, but like the one thing that sets a nigga off is when you question his manhood. You know what I'm saying? And calling another nigga a peasant is a way to just, you know what I'm saying? But I get it. Like I'm not saying Kevin Gates. I said Kevin James. I'm not saying Kevin Gates is right. He is. I think he's a weirdo. I think he's problematic. But I'm just saying, like, I think there was a better response other than calling him a peasant. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you know, the Holy Lord Saints was the God of the coast. I didn't heard you son these niggas on the coast.
Fact. But I don't have to call him a peasant. I elevate myself. I don't down other niggas. You know what I'm saying? Unless they talk crazy to me, then that's another.
You know where I'm going with it.
Ventura Tide Pod says wife is off. Miss Adam, thank you for joining. Ventura Tide Pod, thank you for joining. But to me, it says a lot more about Kevin Gates than it says about LeBron James. Like, if you need to be worshipped every second of the day because you rap good, you know what I'm saying? That says a lot more about your insecurity than it does about her. But I want to take it a little bit left because it brings up an interesting question for me, because I had this conversation with my homies the other day.
Okay.
We were talking about how, you know, a lot of times if you're in a relationship, your partner wants you to, like, if you're a man, your woman wants you to chase her like it's the beginning of the relationship. Even if it's 5 years down the road, she wants to feel like you're still chasing her like it was like when y'all first met. You know what I'm saying? I said, I don't understand that, because it's impossible for me, for a person like me. Once we cross that boundary, when you say something super, like, you know how you hit a point in a relationship where, like, someone will say something so offensive but they know you're not gonna break up with you. You're not gonna break up with them. They said something that just changes the dynamic of the relationship and how you look at them. Yeah. Like, once you cross that point, I can't fantasize about you no more like that in my mind, because now you hurt my feelings and you crossed the line, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't fantasize about you no more. And that's just natural. That's a natural part of relationships. Like, do you think that Kevin Gates is picking up on a little bit of that and speaking about that, but like, or like,
yeah, so I follow Gates, right? Gates has been going on a press run with this new album. Like I said, just a couple weeks ago, he did some messy shit with Rennie Rucci and her man, right? His wife is also on a press run about their marriage, right? And he's very hurt. He just came out the other day saying about how he was an alcoholic and he was depressed, and that's why he lost his wife, right? So to speed up to this, yes, I think he's very damaged and he's in everybody else's business, right? And then there was also something that was said along the lines of, I want people to look at me like the white women look at LeBron James. See that right there? Him being a black man and that being a black family, right? That was the main part I had wrong with that, because a complete black family is a thing of the past. You know what I'm saying? Of how it's shown black families elevating and staying together and sticking together, not divorcing and not being dysfunctional. It's a drug problem. Somebody's in the pen. Somebody's on welfare. No, LeBron James is showing a complete black family that is striving and doing the best. There's no scandal or nothing. And here comes Kevin Gates with his issues, and just to say something and make a bunch of points that have people looking at us in disregard of something that's loving. Because if I was LeBron and Savannah James, I wouldn't even acknowledge it, because, you know what I'm saying, no response is a response in itself. So I feel you, bro. He attacks situations because he's hurt or what he went through. And you can never look at somebody else's life and put your life to it of what you went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gates be on some other shit, bro. At the end of the day, before I over talk it. Can't hear you.
My bad. Yeah, no, I agree with what you said. I kind of tapped out when he, you know, when he was talking about fucking his cousin, and he just enjoyed that shit too much. Like, that was wild to me. You know what I'm saying? And which is on topic for today. But yeah. When Kevin Gates was talking about that, like, I don't know, something about incest, like, just makes my skin crawl, and I can't. Like, I tapped out immediately with that one.
Yeah, you know, it was one of my hardest things about watching Game of Thrones. The shit I was raised, that ain't it. You know,
I never even seen Game of Thrones. So
yeah, there was a lot of incest going on through there. Anyway,
I knew this. I knew it wasn't for me for a reason. I didn't know that was in it, but I knew it wasn't for me for a reason. J-Head, thank you for joining.
It wasn't for you because I know you, bro. That's a grown man soap opera. You know me, I'm messy, so I tied it. But you know, in the South, bro, not to say that it's just hella known. In the South, you know, there's a thing about third and fourth cousins. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
At one time, there were these gigantic, big families. Like, just to let y'all know, my people originate from the South, and my grandmother had 13 kids. You know what I'm saying? That there's a whole different thing. A lot of people don't know that I'm older, right? So, yeah, I was turned off when he said that too. But you know, I've heard it said, not just saying it's in the South. I've heard it said before. What, third, fourth cousin? We ain't cousins. We didn't grow with each other and cross
No,
that line.
I've heard because they're called kissing cousins. I've heard of
Yeah,
that shit. You know what I'm saying?
it
That
ain't
don't mean
cool.
I'm with it.
It
I
ain't.
don't mean that I'm with it.
Yeah.
But
No,
it,
I agree with you. I was just explaining something to the listeners. Yeah, but yeah,
yeah,
it's weird.
yeah.
It's weird.
But to me, it's like, again, even the circumstance where he said he found out it was his cousin, he didn't know. Cool. That's one thing. You know what I'm saying? Not cool, but you didn't know, you didn't know. But then to keep going back is like wild. That's why. And then to just brag about it on the radio, like shit is normal. Like I feel like him, that moment and NBA YoungBoy talking about his herpes, those two moments normalize some shit in public. That's just like where niggas just, those were two moments in hip hop where I was like, oh, niggas do not give a fuck no more. There is no more boundary. There is no more like line.
Bro.
Like niggas will, and then Kanye being a Nazi, of course.
That's crazy, bro. Thank you, bro. So, hey, the thing about it is, bro, that you just brought up, I forgot about the NBA YoungBoy shit. And women were still lusting on him.
I know.
Like, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when I was like, oh, nothing matters anymore. Nothing matters at all. I mean, yeah, I did see that Kevin Gates responded and he went off when they responded, right? I didn't really get into his response, but I saw he kind of tried to turn it up to level 10. I think you're right. He's trying to keep the conversation going as long as he possibly can. Because I mean, if you get LeBron talking about you, that's a crazy news cycle. You know what I'm saying? But I hate that this is what the game has become, bro. It's really nuts to me to like promote the album. You gonna disrespect the whole family that's just, you gonna shoot strays at a whole family that was just over there chilling. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
What up, Gia? Thank you for joining. Please
that's the gimmicks they play now, bro. You know, that's the gimmicks to get streams and sell albums now. You know what I'm saying? But the greatest thing that you said about this conversation is he's damn near the new Bootsy. Bootsy invented that shit, and he's from the South. And it's just to say the wildest shit to get the most attention, because that's where your career is at. He's been like, ever since he went to the feds, he's been struggling to go back to 2 phones. You know, he had a nationwide hit with 2 phones. You go do some jail time. We've never seen a rapper go do some jail time and come back and be where he at. The one rapper that did some jail time and has survived is Bootsy, that did 5 years. We've never seen a rapper go to jail and come back and be that same artist. You know what I'm saying? So I think he just be running his mouth to be running his mouth. You know, a lot of these niggas just be talking to be talking, bro.
That's true. DJ Dash, thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Which bitch says nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. I ain't gonna hit that me. I'm not gonna hold that note, but I know where you was going with it. Yeah, man. Speaking of rappers doing anything for attention. So, for those that don't know, let me see, because this is a sensitive topic, so I don't want to be like,
yeah, I'm gonna let you go into it.
I don't want to be insensitive about it. But Ye dropped a single not too long ago. And let's see, I'm trying to pull it up so you can see it on the screen. So you see, I am not making this shit up.
This shit deep.
I'm not making this shit up. So I think he dropped on Twitter, and this is the main tweet. This is the main part of the tweet that everybody cares about. It says, I sucked my cousin's D until I was 14. Kanye West makes shocking revelation in recent tweet. The song is called Cousins, about my cousins that's locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady. A few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's D until I was 14 years old. Wild. Muddy Lotus SF, thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Which bitch with the wow face? Big Mike. What are your first just initial thoughts about that?
Let me say this right, man, because like our last dilemma, and when we sit here and clown and joke, there's some serious things, bro. Trauma, any kind of trauma, bro, I think should be sought out. Your healing should not be public in the new generation, bro. Social media, the stature of artist you are, if this is true, bro, because you at this point, we don't know what's true or what you're doing. But if this is true, that was really the wrong way to go about it, bro. A lot of people been saying you need help. A lot of people been saying you fighting demons. They put it off on your mom's passing. But now for you to do this, if this is true, I think this was a very shocking and a wrong way to go about something that you need healing about. On the flip side, with myself, I'm an emotional person, man. I'm a December Capricorn, man. I'm very emotional since that time. But I have learned to keep my personal business offline. And that's my main thing about it, man. For this great artist that we've seen that is in trouble mentally, not understanding what he's doing, to come out with this being so deep and homosexual acts with incest involved in it, it just shocked me, because like, how am I supposed to compute it? How am I supposed to have a conversation about it other than, do I believe it? Is it true? Is this one of these antics are you doing? But the first thing I am is like, damn, this is some healing that you need to go through, and this was not the place to express it. You know what I'm saying? At all. This place, like social media, was not the place to express that. What does it do for his career? I don't know. What is he trying to do? I don't know. But I really looked at it like, damn, ain't no way that he put this out. And this like, for what? Like, what are we supposed to do with it? Like, is it a cry? Is it a cry for help?
I mean, that's the first question I asked myself. I do think that just based on his history, it's hard to know what's sincere and what isn't. So that's the question that I think anybody with sense would ask themselves. Ventura Tide Pod says there's abuse here. Which bitch says, I'm sincerely worried about that man's mental health. I'd hate to wake up one day to that news that he left us. It's wild. I do. Willie D said something that I fully agree with. He said that, while we can empathize with him, if this is true, while we can empathize with him and we should empathize with him, we don't have to excuse his past actions. You feel what I'm saying? Because there are millions of people, unfortunately, who've gone through this very same thing and didn't turn into Nazis, and they didn't despair their own people and throw their own people under the bus. And I don't think that we should, I don't think that we shouldn't be able to we should be able to compartmentalize this conversation and say, on one hand, we empathize with him and we feel bad about that. But on the other hand, like, you didn't need to go to the lengths that you went. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that those things are excusable. But that being said, like, I have two questions. First question is, why do you think this is why does this feel heavier, and why does this feel more impactful than when YG just did it a couple weeks ago? Is it because Ye is that much bigger? Is it because the circumstances, it sounds like it was homosexuality involved? Like, what is it about this that feels like people care more than about when YG said it a couple weeks ago?
The thing about, like I had said with YG, right? Like, what 14-year-old got a babysitter? I thought it was a play, a gimmick, right? That was just, it didn't come off genuine. With Ye, it was just so many variables. Like we said, why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying? We can't excuse you for it. And I think it's more so the incest. The homosexuality, bro, it's in our culture. You know what I'm saying? In everybody's culture. So I'm not homophobic. So I wasn't even thinking about that. It was the incest part, the looking at porn part, and watching what you're going through. I think that's more impactful. YG ain't been out here acting wild. You know what I'm saying? Kanye didn't disregard his own people and turned into a Nazi. and then he drops this. I think that's the whole thing of what Ye been doing. You know, it was just surprising that this blood gang member, you know what I'm saying, the ratchet era just had to start, you know what I'm saying, at 14, it was just a shock. Like, man, you lying, nigga, get out of here.
Yeah.
But then Ye is like, oh, what is you doing this for? Because it's the antics, you know what I'm saying? It's always the antics with him. But I was going to speak on what you said. We can't forgive you for the other shit, bro, just because this happened to you. And at this point, you need help.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I damn near forgetting my other question. It was, what's the difference between this and YG, and then fuck, I can't remember. It was a good one too, though.
I know you be having the good questions. That's why they want the That's why they want the interviews from you. You know what I'm saying?
Ventura Tide Pod says deals with childhood. Which bitch says most definitely. I think she's agreeing with the fact that like we don't have to necessarily forget the things that he's done in the past. Willie Green's just joined. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. To me, honestly, the thing that offends me most about this is honestly like the thing that gives my spirit the ick about this is him, the way he intros cousin. You know what I'm saying? My cousin murdered this person and now is in jail, and I made this song and this is what happened. It's like, I have more questions. Like, is there remorse behind what you did? You know what I'm saying? Or are you just telling us so you can have like a tie to the streets and a tie to criminality that you know you don't necessarily like? What again, like you said, what is the motive? But also like I think it does explain a lot. Like he is giving repressed gay dude, you know what I'm saying? Like he's giving that's the energy he gives. Like he tries to be ultra alpha because he in his mind may not feel ultra alpha because of the stigma that comes with homosexuality and hip hop, but like he could be, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like I seen pornos, you know what I'm saying? Before I seen pornos with the little homies when I was young, when I was a youngin', and it didn't make me suck nobody's dick or nothing like that. And I just think that's because I'm not gay. You know what I'm saying? Like
I knew the punchline was coming.
But that's just me, you know. So I think he is giving repressed. But it is crazy that the ones that like have the Kevin Gates is giving that too, and it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? He messed with his cousin. He says crazy shit. The nigga said he could fly. Kevin Gates said he could fly or some shit like that with the energy in his body. like
he jump started a car with his energy, bro. You niggas, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I only call myself the guy in the coast because I'm trying to pull strings behind the scenes. That's it. I don't think that I know magic tricks or
no nigga ain't never thought he was a god. He ain't out here blessing people. He's not like, giving eyesight back out. Man.
Come on, I'm blessing people, but like it's tangible shit. It's not like I'm like turning 3 loaves of bread into 500 loaves and 10,000 fish. That ain't happening.
This nigga can't turn water into tequila. I tried it.
That part, and we turn regular weed into Kush GPT. You know what I'm saying? But those are the only tricks that I know. But let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat. Like, does this make you feel more empathetic towards Ye? Does he get a welcome pass back to the cookout? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what we think, but I want to know what the chat thinks with the comment thing.
Hey, the chat. If I hear any of y'all say, hey, no, that nigga stay over there with the clan. you said the slaves had a choice. I'll tell you, I was done with that nigga when said the slaves had a choice, bro.
I tapped out immediately there. Like when he started going after Rosa Parks, I was like, yo, this nigga is wild. Honestly, I tapped out when he said he was a genius, just because I heard that nigga talk before, and I was like, this nigga's not a genius. And when everybody started believing it, I was like, oh, we are super cooked as a species. That's honestly when I started believing like humanity is cooked. If you think this man is a genius in all realms, music, fine, I'll take that. But in all realms of life, this man is a genius. Oh, we were cooked as a species. We are cooked as a species. Like I knew in that moment. Which bitch says you turn water into wine, Lord? No, I can't say what magic tricks I know on the streams. It's just gonna get me in trouble. She says, no, it's unfortunate if it's true, but there's no excuse for the things he said and done. I agree. Barbie No Style says that GPT though. Thank you for buying it, man. I really do appreciate you for doing that. Yeah, we definitely want to know what the chat thinks with the viewers. If you're watching this at a later date, we definitely want to know what you guys think in the chat and in the comments. Are you guys even interested in this album that Kanye dropped? Like,
hell no.
Like, yeah, what's the overall Ye sentiment in here? And I'll be interested to hear what Uno has to say when he gets back.
Oh
too.
shit, I forgot Uno and Ye's relationship.
Yeah, you know what I do want to talk about? I mean, it's not even a deep conversation, but I noticed, man, we got to give ourselves a round of applause for coming back outside, and I think we got a lot to do with it. It's niggas that's back outside that and I think that they're starting to see the motion that the coast has, and a lot of that has to do with what CTC is bringing to the table, and specifically what the chat brings to the table, the way y'all share our content, the way y'all are in the comments, the way y'all really support us, and we really, really appreciate that. I have no negative things to say about it. Just I see, you know what I'm saying? I see the effect that we're having on the coast, and it's really dope to see.
Yeah, buy a shirt. Yeah,
that part. Cool. Let's play a song or two.
All right.
Which says, I really don't have a choice anymore when it comes to new music. My 15-year-old makes me listen. Yo, that means you gotta listen to Yeet and Playboy Cardi all day and shit. I don't envy you if that's the case. She said he keeps me in the loop. Yo, I do though, because our audience is 25 to 45, so we don't really have a lot of like super youngins in the chat. What I really want to do is, at least before the year is up, I want to throw a 25 and up event, like an event where you cannot come in if you are fucking younger than 25 years old, maybe even 30, but at least 25. If I did that, you know what I'm saying, would you guys show up? I don't want to throw a concert. I think I just want to throw a party where we play music, we set the vibe, you know what I'm saying? Someone might perform, but the concert isn't the point, you know what I'm saying? The just the vibes are the point. But let me know in the chat if something you're interested in. Big Mike, what do you think? Should we do some shit like that?
Yeah. You know, when I first, I'm older than everybody. When I first went to a real club, man, I went to it like, what was like 30 and up club? Like when I first turned 30, bro, it's a whole different vibe. So that 25 and up, I'm through there. We swinging through there. I can vibe with some 25-year-olds. It's a teeny boppers, bro. I can't fuck with.
Yeah. I mean, I I'm gonna be a street rat for life. So I love going out, but just being around like super young kids at the bars and shit, I don't like that. And there's really nothing like that plays shit that I like to hear for like 30 years, 25 years, 25 and up, 30-year-olds and up. So we're gonna have to fix that. I want to do that. Y'all let me know what would be the vibe, but I want to work on that. I want to put that together and have that before the end of the year. This is Ben Flexing. He's out of Paso, Nightmare on 37th Street, CTC Radio.
Ben Flexing, we just rocked out in Frog and Peach. You watching Nightmare 37, CTC Radio. Let's go.
J Flex. Hey.
Don't judge me, which bitch.
We do this every day. Do what? Hey, San Fran, Oakland, shout out to the Bay. Hey, fucking bitches getting paid. Hey, I'm
She be doing the most of the chat.
Yeah, mama told me it was okay. Yeah, I got this bitch living gay.
She ain't lying though.
On my way. Hey, mama stepped up on my J's. Hey, yo. Ballin' hard, yeah, I'm ballin' till I'm in a rave. Hey, pussy boy, you ain't see. Hey, I saw you talking to the Jakes.
It's 100 in the trap and you some funny, get a bag. I count money in my lap. Yeah, you can't, so you cap. I got bitches throwing back. Hit a slime, hit a slap. Tell them come through, bring it back. Hit down doors, stealing tracks. You got 40s and them pines. Oh, wait, that's me. I got bitches on their knees and they got ass. Double D's, split the blunt and fill with treats. I smoke cookies, a lot of these. I'ma go get a fuck a bitch. I'm grinding for the cheese. Silly bitch. bitch, I'll let her know. Ain't gon' kick it with your hoes unless they fucking give and throw. Work her mouth, just the pole. 40 with a scope, and I love to let it blow. I put cologne, now she smell me like a dog, pass her a bone. Yeah, I won't take a seat, hey, unless it's on the throne. Hey, hundreds in my hand, I'm gripping guap until I'm gone. Hey, I won't take a seat, hey, unless it's on the throne. Hey, hundreds in my hand, I'm gripping guap until I'm gone. Yeah.
Big woods, yeah, we both smoking to the face. Hey, yeah, smoking to the face. Hey, yeah, smoking to the face. Hey, hey, living fast, real fast, keep up with the pace. Hey, better keep up with the pace.
Which bitch says, if you like it, Lord, I love it. I appreciate that. She says, this is kind of cool. No, I love this song. This is Dave, Ben Flexin and Hot Boy. It's called Nightmare on 37th Street. You gotta pass over. If you like that joint, make sure you add it to your libraries, add it to your playlist. Let us know where you heard it first. Renzo Clothing, thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Gia says that would be dope for the 25 and up event. Bobby No Style says, I got you if you need the funk for the 25 and up event. This might come together. Bro. I've been thinking about this shit for years, but I mean, now niggas is active outside. Like, I gotta get active again. You know what I'm saying? I can't not be active outside. You know what I'm saying?
Might catch me in there too, stepping off some Rick James. You already know
I don't want to do. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to provide an environment where you can do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. And I think the 25 to 45-year-old, you know, the cool parents, the niggas who's still outside but got responsibilities, that is an underserved community in our area. And I think that we should, I want to provide an environment for them. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna, which just said Rick James. We gonna figure that out. But if you guys have ideas, if there's venues that you really would prefer it to be at, let me know. I'm not finna rent out the Fremont, so be realistic. You know, be realistic, because I'm not renting out the Fremont for you niggas. But be realistic. I'm trying to charge like no more than $10 at the door, so it has to be a venue that can get by with $10 tickets at the door, because I don't want it to be super expensive. I want people to come, have a good ass time, and not break their pockets. So let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments. I did see an interesting conversation, and I didn't know where you were at with it. So let me ask you this to determine if I want to talk about this. Were you into Nickelodeon at all as a youngster?
No, bro. Let's just keep, bro. I was a really outside kid. I did not fuck with Nickelodeon.
Okay.
I was.
We can revamp the question then. We can revamp the question. I'm gonna make it more difficult because this is a Mount Rushmore question, but I've been seeing a lot of Mount Rushmore questions.
Yeah, so you know, I just posted one. They put the comedian one up. You know what I'm saying? And I said, man,
we could do that one. We could do the comedian one. So I didn't see yours. So who did you put on your comedian?
Let me see if it's still up, because I posted yesterday. Let me go to my RG. Let me see. It was on my story. Let me see if it's still up there, bro. So I said, this is the first. I got the picture. So on the comic, on the Black comedian Mount Rushmore is Bernie Mac, Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, and Richard Pryor. And I posted it on my story, and I said, this is the first Mount Rushmore I agree with, because I also seen in the independent rap one that Master P posted, and he put himself, E40, Nipsey Hussle, and Young Dolph as independent artists, right? And I was like, damn, that is deep. But then when I went back and thought about it, Dolph was all independent with Empire, and I agreed with that. So those are the two I've seen. I've seen the. Go ahead.
Who was the independent artist one?
The Black independent artists were Master P, No Limit Records, E40, Sick With It Records, Young Dolph, PRE, and Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, that's them four. Yeah.
I thought there was 5 on Mount. There's only 4 on Mount. There's only
4. There's only 4.
I would definitely, Tech 9 would have to be on there.
That's what a lot of people in the comments said. Tech over Dolph. And then when I looked at Dolph's history and Tech's history, I agreed. At first I agreed with Dolph, and now I said, yeah, Tech over Dolph.
Yeah. And I would also, I mean, not volume wise, but like See, and that's a conversation. I'm trying to figure out a conversation I want to have, because on mine, I would definitely have Cool Kids on there. But the only reason I put Cool Kids on there, like Chuck English and Mikey Rocks, is because not because of the magnitude of the deals they did, but the types of deals they did. Like, they were the first independent new wave artists that were getting songs in like Microsoft commercials from the blog. Because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the era we live in today of people getting the types of brand deals that they get now, people like Dom Kennedy, people like the Cool Kids structured those deals. Those were the first artists to do deals like that. Like Dom Kennedy's deal with Best Buy,
I think a lot of people don't know about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, of course. But that's, to me, like, those are the moments that actually changed industry. You know what I'm saying? Those are like Star Wars moments that, like, Drake couldn't get a deal like he got without a Dom Kennedy getting the deal that he did before. You know what I'm saying? Ventura Tide Pod says the Coast Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore is okay. The Coast Mount Rushmore is a good question. I say Madlib for sure. Anderson .Paak for sure. Just music, I'm assuming. So Madlib, Anderson .Paak, Dilated Peoples.
Oh, Dilated.
What's homie saying? Look at all these rumors surrounding me.
That's Michael Morrison. They went to Cal Poly. Michael Morrison.
I'll put him up on there for sure.
Weird Al.
I don't like that nigga's music like that. You know what I'm saying? But he's still like, I ain't gonna sleep on his like his reach, but that shit is goofy, bro. I don't like
no, it's goofy.
Shit.
But when you said music, and he did comedy parody music, right? And it's a Mount Rushmore, and he was right there at Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo.
But there's got to be somebody else. I mean, I almost want to put Katy Perry over him, but I don't like her either. Like that, she's like Karen Prime. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to put her on my mouth.
I love my nigga. That nigga said the inner Big Mike came out here. I don't like that shit. That shit goofy.
It is. This shit is too goofy for me. I would say. Oh, there's only 4, right?
There's only 4. You missed one.
I think I named 4. I only named 3.
You named 3.
I said
Anderson .Paak,
Madlib,
Michael Morrison from Timex Social Club.
Okay. And damn, chat, help me out. I don't know. D2 Nice with it. Thank you for joining. Bobby No Style says Harmony, Haven, and SM could be a spot. That's dope. Yo, but Santa Maria, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. The vibes in Santa Maria are just not there. Like I'm really excited about this show on May 10th, and I'm hoping that I'm wrong. I want to be proved wrong, but in my experience, like, people, like, I don't know. So I'll come out, but before I pass judgment, I'm gonna come to the May 10th show, and then I'll see. I'll answer then. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who my fourth person is.
I don't know the 4th member. I know you're on the fast track of being on there. I know why you didn't put yourself on there, but nigga, you rep Napomo, California from here to the moon. So, you know what I'm saying? The wow accomplishments outside of other accomplishments, not to put your business out there, put you up there. So, if they asking me, I'm gonna put you up there because I know the other accomplishments you've done behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So, and you were 805.
I might put Kyle up there, but you know who, like, in my heart I want to put, it's between Caponiac and DJ Dominator. It's between or DeMizza. He's not. Yeah, DeMizza's a producer, so probably DeMizza. I probably put DeMizza on there. Honestly. I think I put DeMizza as my number 4. Honestly, yeah. That's it.
I agree with you, but I put you up there. So that was his. His take, and then my take. So I put him as the 4th one on there, just to let y'all know. I'm not gonna let my brother do himself like that. My brother didn't put on for the section. Like, nigga, I'm a transplant, but I rep the 805, so don't get it fucked up. But this nigga, wherever he went, niggas be like, where's Napomo, California? Niggas, he gonna let you know that's where he's from, and I've always respected that.
Big facts, big facts. Yeah, I just feel like when I'm gone, when I'm dead and gone, for sure I'm gonna be on the Mount Rushmore. But I, you know, I'm okay with not being on there while I'm alive. But I know when I'm dead and gone, for sure.
Shit, Dave. Let's go back to the comedy one. Dave Chappelle's on that one. He's still living. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So,
but he's also like a super mega star. Like I feel like to put me on a list with Anderson Paak, Anderson Paak is like a mega star. Like,
yeah,
that's, you know what I'm saying. Like I'm not there yet.
Yeah, nigga, I don't think
give me time.
Niggas know.
Give me time.
Yeah, I don't think niggas know how far that nigga boomed. He boomed, bro. He boomed.
When I see like his reach, like when I'm in corporate meetings and niggas freak out about your name, like it's you lit. Like when niggas that are worth more than the earth freak out about your name, you lit. And Anderson Paak is like, he's lit. Like I can't say shit about it. Like he's very lit.
Yeah, that nigga on. That nigga super on.
Let's
what else we got? We've been on what we got?
Dilemma of the day. Actually, I want to play one more song and then we'll do Dilemma of the day.
Show off.
Doo-Wop in the chat. What's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream. He says I put Lord up all day. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. If you're an artist in the chat and you want us to review your music, you still have a couple minutes, man. Send us a song. $5 Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. The information is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Make sure you send us a link.
Hey, you better do
working
it right now
link.
While Uno ain't here. You better do it right now.
Right? Yeah, because you know what I'm saying, the big bad wolf is not here. You're more likely to get nice reviews right now. You feel what I'm saying? So he's not wrong. Let me play one joint and then we'll come back and we'll do Dilemma of the day.
Man, we gotta talk about that opening day of the GNX tour too.
Oh yeah. Which one you want to do? So we can come back and talk about that or Dilemma of the day.
We can talk about the GNX tour when Uno come back because I like his hate nails too. So it's two haters against me.
For sure. This is Mark 40 featuring King Bliss. It's called Steps. CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast.
DMC music group, we feeding the streets, motherfucker.
I go hard, cuz you don't want to fuck with me. Money, free nigga. All 2020. What I tell y'all niggas, man. Cuzzo, what up? Bless, what I do, nigga? The whole squad, nigga, we come to terrorize your motherfucking year, man. This ain't even COVID, nigga.
Collecting from the fiends, we was kings on them iron stacks. Cali vibe dialect, when niggas die from cash. Wild style, how I'm living, break it down, I'm style fresh. All black, everything, my cow like the new command. Skywalker OG, feel like a space cadet. Darth Vader Glock, push a force through your bassinet. 7 different pots I'm in, haven't even missed a step. Yellow niggas trying to jack it, introduce that Georgia Tech. Bang this out in Paris, Wheel of Fortune like a Ferris. Picture life how I envision, urban legend how to compare it, nigga. They embarrassed, used to hate it but can't bear it. Every time my name pop up on their timeline they just staring. Fuck them niggas trying to talk, they can't speak to me. Cool with the voodoo cause I'm on the high frequency. They dropping frequently, preaching like a preacher be. Styling on these stallions, shoot you in your foot who disagree. Look, niggas blowing on dro. Never ever stress over shit out my control. Touching down the states, thought I never ever go. Every time for the bass, feeling messing with they soul. Nigga, blowing on dro. Never ever stressing over shit out my control. Touching down the states, thought I never ever go. Trying for that bass, the messing with they saw. I didn't do it's the ocean. Money tree causing commotion. Gotta go through all emotions. Niggas be hating and shoot to get noticed. Puffing the tree till I'm choking. Niggas be thinking I'm dying of COVID. Making plays on the west side, overseas where I'm throwing. Shipping packs in the mail, getting the band, stacking for real. Created a hell of a lane. Said that we made out from the depths of a hell. Projected the bell, hypnotizing these niggas, they under my spell. A couple of L's, but this is a tale on how to get water from wells. I had to prevent
I'm taking them L's, put the wind in my sail. The niggas be thinking it don't get out of you. Gotta follow through. Locked in the cell, it's empty and hollow too. Don't let it devour, swallow you, gobble you old. Taking your soul, not paying attention to in the trolls. 40 round with a 45. RP shirt you immortalized. Vinyl releases is more defined. People can see it, they know the grind. Counting the days to show my time. Marathon being a slow climb. I had to fight like I know it's mine. The money you growing, you know the vibes, nigga. Look, blowing on dro. Never ever stress over shit out my control. Touching down and stay start, I never ever go. Sign they for the bait, full of messing with they saw. Nigga, blowing on dro. Never ever stressing over shit out my control. Touching down and stay start, I never ever go. Sign for that base, full of messing with they saw.
Just illegals, your eagles, enough weed blew through rusty vehicles. Bad league pools of blood, punks rush to regroup. That thug snug and bad dogs used by Muslim people who pray in mosque cathedrals. I'm on that Bugsy sequel, Top Gun delete you. Now I want sequels, kill younger seats too. Priests and nuns you confess to on the siege too. Come to see you put my frontal features on the easel for punk police. The court injunction me, it won't be peaceful. Put attorneys on gurneys who urge me to take more base than the birds that come early and serve me on dinner plates. But we really hung jury like that. Marvin Gaye, Mercy, need plate to comfort the renegades. Bliss fugitive.
Sir, that's Mark 40, King Bliss. It's called Steps, CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. If you like that, make sure you add it to your libraries, add it to your playlist. Let them know where you heard it first. Oxnard, definitely stand up. Cool. Let's get into this dilemma of the day, and then we'll get the fuck up out of here. If you're brand new to the stream and you never seen dilemma of the day, basically our homies out in Oxnard, California, Q95, DJ Mambo, they do a dilemma of the day where their listeners call in or write in with their problems, and other listeners kind of just give their advice and comment on it, and we, like to be messy and give our 2 cents about it.
And Big Mike got the best advice. The best advice.
So, this one says, I'm in a messed up situation and need the 805's opinion. My best friend was once married to one of my sisters. It didn't last. They divorced a few years ago. Then, out of the blue, he started dating my other sister. They had a son together, but they're no longer a couple, though they co-parent. Here's where it gets twisted. All right. He says, my friend and sister usually exchange my nephew at my parents' house. During one of these recent drop-offs, my sister walked in on him and my mom hooking up. Holy shit. My sister is devastated and upset. I haven't seen anyone since it happened. I'm confused about it all because he is my best friend. But what he did is wrong. This is major disrespect to my entire family. Here's my question. How do I, as his best friend and their brother/son, deal with this crazy family drama? Should I stay out of it, or do I say something? I don't want to make things even worse. Ventura Tide says, these can't be real. Hella Wavy Alley says, catch him lacking. That's fucked up on so many parts. Mike, what advice do you give for this one?
Because the family's full of hoes. You got nothing but hoes in your family, bro. You ain't got nothing but bops in your family, cuz.
That part.
I'm just gonna tell you right now. He's your best friend, cuz. Is he wrong, cuz? You know how horny your niggas is. Now me, sisters, I'll smack your sisters. Your mom off limits, right? But bro, what can you do? You gonna fight that nigga? They gonna continue to hoe. They gonna continue to get theirs off, cuz. What you gonna do, cuz? Just shut up and stay out of it, cuz. But when you see your homie, you gotta have a personal talk with him over some Don Julio or maybe some weed or whatever y'all do. Like, man, come on, my nigga. You see what you gotta be going through? Come on, cuz you can't be doing that shit, cuz. But bottom line, you come from a family of runners, nigga. All the females in your families are going. As a matter of fact,
she a track star, she a runner.
Hey, right, Connect the Coast and be Big Mike friends. I want to meet these females.
I'm dead. Yeah, I think
these can't be real, bro.
Yeah, that's. But also, I don't know, bro, because I I have some crazy mom stories that like I don't want to ever say about on the stream, but like I got some crazy mom stories that are 805. They are specifically 805
That's why you
moms. Like
that's why you can't say nothing. I'm gonna tell you, I only got one mom story, and I can tell you that I made the right decision and 42 faked her. But
but when I say moms, I want to be clear because like if you're like my age and you have like a teenager, like that's not the type of mom I'm talking about. I'm talking about niggas who are my age, their moms.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah.
so
We're not
it's
talking about teenage moms, 16 and
yeah,
pregnant. No, we're not talking about that shit.
no. So
This that,
yeah,
that was a
I
crazy
believe
dilemma.
it.
What would
I
you do,
believe
cuz?
it.
What would you tell him?
I think it's on. I would say, cause what you gonna do? Like, what you gonna tell your mom, bro? Like, like what you gonna tell your mom? Like, you gonna cuss her out and shit? Like, I think at the end of the day, it's on you to not put your friends in situations where they could fuck your family. like,
No, bro. No, bro.
yeah.
Your,
I mean,
your homies are supposed to come
if we
around your
lived
family.
if we lived in a perfect world, I agree. I agree that as somebody with principle, like I'm not gonna fuck my friend's mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I will fuck my enemy's mom, and I feel like that doesn't make me much better about that. That's what I'm saying. So like, you just like don't put niggas in positions where it can happen. That's just what I'm saying. Like we don't live in a perfect world, so you should not move like we live in a perfect world.
It's not your fault, bro. You don't say that, bro. It's a woman's fault. We men, we gonna do what we do, bro. Some men are stronger than other men. Some men have principle. Some niggas don't. I run with a pack of wolves, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's both. I don't think the mom is without fault. I don't think she's like some innocent deer that just had no autonomy over her actions. That's not true. Like I just think, but I do think when you put two people in close quarters, it does not matter their relationship. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you put two people in close quarters, if they are not fully in tune with themselves and they see an opportunity, they're going to take that opportunity. That's just what it is. Like history has proven this. History has proven this time and time and time again. That's why it's stepsons fucking their stepmoms. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, I want to
because
know.
it's just space and opportunity. Like you give a nigga space and opportunity, anything can happen. You shouldn't do it.
I want to know what Cuz got going on that he fucking everybody.
Yeah. I mean, I think could it? I think people are as faithful as their options, most people, and I feel like they're just giving him the option. He's taking it. Like, bro, he's probably a super regular dude, and he's like, oh, like,
yeah,
I just moved to the sister and nobody cared. Like, of course I'm gonna try and see what I of course I'm gonna see what I could get away with. Like,
hey, bro, he 3 for 3.
Yeah, that's wild. My bad in the Instagram chat. Real quick though, says fire, and thank you for joining real quick though. He says Brandon, I love Brandon. He cool as fuck. Wishman says, why do some niggas act like there isn't enough bitches on earth? They gotta fuck with family, friends, and mamas, Lord. But it's not just niggas that do that shit, yo. I could tell you some treacherous stories about women who like people fuck who they're in proximity to fuck. They fuck who they're in proximity to fuck and who they have the opportunity to fuck. That is who people fuck. That's the formula. Whoever is closest and gives me the shot, that is who's getting fucked. Period. Real quick though, says homie got game. Which bitch though says hoes gone ho. Jose 263, thank you for joining. Which bitch says I don't know who. If I had a nigga, my nigga fuck. Just leave my friends and family alone and my neighbors. I'm with which bitch on that one. Like there are so many people in the world. Like if we used to mess with each other, you don't have to fuck somebody in my circle. I'm not telling you to not have a sexual life, like, but for you to like fuck the homie or whatever because you don't want to like look outside of the circle you're comfortable with, it's crazy to me. I don't like that shit. Real quick though, says you should know your friends. Which bitch says she wanted to know what it do. Curiosity killed the cat. I'm dead. But yeah, like I don't like don't fuck around in my circle, especially like if Like if we were dating and I brought you into my circle and you didn't know none of these people before me,
yeah,
you don't stay over here and fuck around in this circle. Like
nah,
that's not like get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I don't like that.
I'm a cold nigga, but I'm gonna move on.
Ventura Tide Pod says, is it just me or is there a lot of family fucking on this show?
No.
But there's a lot of family fucking on the coast, bro. I'm telling you.
Yes,
it's treacherous. Like it's treacherous up here in Slow. So I know it's got to be treacherous down there in Santa Barbara and Santa Ventura and Oxnard. There's more people, so it's got to be more treacherous. There's more people. There's more money. It's got to be more treacherous. It's got to be. And it's treacherous up here, bro. It's just nothing but treachery and debauchery up here. It's crazy.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Mama gotta have a life too. Shit, she seen what her doctor. See, I'm gonna tell you, her doctor.
That's what she came here for. You think she came to the beach to retire and not be nasty? You're crazy.
I'm gonna tell you, I had to think about it. Them two bitches told Mama how good the dick was.
Probably. She said, "Oh, that's possible. That exists.
Oh,
that's what y'all working with these things."
Hold on. Both of y'all let him knock down. Let me give him a test run.
That part. So you know, the moral of the story is hide your kids, hide your wives. we gonna leave it. They can best support what you got going on.
Man, straight lace, no chase around all platforms, man. Catch me right here Mondays to Friday, man, with Uno and the Lord Sanctuary, man, from Connect the Coast Radio and 7 Records, man. Other than that, buy a shirt. You know that's the motto, man. I'm about to go to print probably next week, not this week, but next week, and I'm gonna start banging them out, though. Other than that, you already know what time it is.
Hell yeah, appreciate y'all. See you tomorrow.
I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yes, sir. CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. My name is the Holy Lord Sanctus, God of the Coast, your host on the only radio station committed to the coast. Why? Because we put the coast in West Coast, y'all. If you like what we do and you want to support the stream, you want to see us grow, the best way to do that is visit our website and become a member. You get yourself some merch. And if you're a member, you get a discount on merch. You also get exclusive content, behind the scenes look at how we operate out here, how we're connecting the coast in real time. And you get first access to all the shit we create, all the tech we create, all the weed we grow, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So visit the website, become a member, connect.club. We even have a free tier, but if you want to really, you know, be one of them ones, $7 a month. And that gets you the biggest discount on our merch as well. We'll be back tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Make sure you subscribe and follow and ring the notification bell and all that stuff so you know when we go live. And I'll be back tomorrow. Everybody have a good night. Ruko says, y'all saw that scene in Don't Drink Your Juice in the Hood? Yes, for sure. Yes. Luke Wayne, what's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Once again, we'll be back tomorrow. If you missed any portion of the stream, you can check out the full stream on our Instagram and YouTube channel. And we'll be back tomorrow. Everybody have a good night. Deuces.
Straight up doing digits. Girl, you took my love for granted. Had to wrap my heart in bandages. I gave you every advantage. All you left me with is damages. It's like no matter what I do, you treat me like I never done nothing for you. You said you'd rather